Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, and welcome to thank you, and welcome to the midweek shave, Wednesday shave. How are you doing? You haven't melted yet in the heat if you live in this country. Very nice weather. Summer is lasting. Really nice. Nice to see it. Okay, we're using a soap today which is sent to me from Tel Aviv, Israel, by Hila. Thank you very much, Hila. And I know I'm saying it right, that. So let's come to that in a minute. Let's see what the tools we're using. Very simple. Wilkinson Sword Classic DE razor. Very safe, no overhang, very mild. Now what I personally do with a razor like this, you may know, is I'll put quite an aggressive blade, a sharp blade, like a feather. Now in here I've got a feather and it's its second use for this blade. So it gives it a bit more, you know, we got the ideal, this is a good beginner's razor. Yes it is. Very inexpensive. Yes it is. It's all plastic except for the metal insert you can see there. It gives it a good balance. It's not heavy, but it's a good balance, and there's good grip. Two-piece razor, non-adjustable, and I'll just undo it. You've got to be careful though, it is a plastic thread, male and female, so you've got to be very careful when you put it together. There's the blade, in case you didn't see it. High stainless. So put it together and gently turn till it's tight, and that's it. It's a good beginner's razor, but that does depend on the beard growth of you. If you're new to it, if you've got a thick, coarse, strong beard, it'll cut it, but it takes longer, you know, unless you do good prep, shaving oil, wet the face, shaving oil, whatever, soften it up, and then go with short strokes. Rinse regular. You got to rinse with these. I do all the time, but good habit to get into. So it would shave you, but it would take longer, maybe. But that's how it goes. Okay, Hila. This is the soap here. Hila soaps, all natural. It's a vegan soap, and I'll just read this little note she's put in, a description if I can. 100% all natural shaving product soap that's suitable for sensitive skin, palm and stearic acid that derive from the palm free. Vegan. I am not using animal fat that most of the handmade shaving soaps contain. No need. Try this and see you can do without it. It's a really good vegan palm free shaving soap. I'm a vegan soap maker and I try very hard to find a really good soap that would be suitable also for vegan and for sensitive skin, and for people that, well, this is for men, but it's for people that love all natural products. The shaving soap contains oils that help in creating a rich and creamy lather, help to slide the knife, the blade on the skin and moisturising the skin. And the most important, contains essential oils and not artificial fragrances that can be irritant to the skin. The essential oils are soothing the skin, antiseptic, and adding a real natural pleasant smell. Hot processed. So thank you, Hila, for this. I'll try it. Now what I've done is, it's a crope, but it's quite a hard crope. So when you touch it, you'll indent it, but it takes a bit of pressure. So it's more towards a hard soap than a soft crope, if you know what I mean. But it's still classed as a crope. I have bloomed it very, very slightly. There's a thin layer of water on there, hot water. And the brush of choice is this thing. I've not used this for a while. Semogue. This is the 820 Boar brush. No banding on it. And that's been soaking for about 10 minutes in warm water. So, without further ado, I'm just going to, well, there's not much to come out. There's a very, very thin layer of water in there. You see a few drips. Just to help it. It may not need it, but lovely scent. Now the scent of this, and it did say somewhere, we've got soy wax, coconut oil, castor oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, coconut cream. What else is there? Bentonite clay, essential oils, rosemary, lavender and tea tree, peppermint and cedarwood. So there's a good combination. This is one of those soaps, when I smell it, it's like a medical, like antiseptic, like it says there, yeah, antiseptic sort of type scent. Tea tree especially gives me that, and lavender. Anyway, let's lather it up, see how it does. Oh, straight away. Right, what am I getting? Tea tree, lavender. This is lovely. It's molten. These brushes are good. The more you use them, very inexpensive, well built, well made, I was going to say, and well built. Very inexpensive what they are, and the more you use them, they run them in, as we say. To me, anyway, they become more like a badger brush. Look at that. Well done, Hila. Hila has got a YouTube channel. She's also got an Etsy shop, which I'll put links to in the description if you go below this video after. Clickable links, and she's got a couple of videos in English of soap making. She does face soaps, all that sort of stuff, and shows you the process, and really knowledgeable lady. There we go. That'll do. Wow. Yeah, so I'm getting lavender. There's, yeah, the mint, tea tree, the rosemary and cedarwood I can't smell, but the others are, so they're stronger. For me anyway, they can they're coming through. So I'm just gonna wet, because I've just put some of that pre-shave bloom water on. Yeah, still having some nice weather, enjoying it. The tomato, oh, this is nice. Now, to be honest, I've always, when you see someone saying it's not got any animal fats or tallow or anything like that, you think, okay, well, the reason those are in is because they work. A lot of soap makers have made a mistake. The big names have taken tallow out and not really replacing it with something as good and that. But this, I must say, I always be aware that there might be a bit aerated, shall we say, dissipation, and it'll disappear. But as you can see, it was quick to lather. It stays on the face, and it feels very nice. So let's just warm the razor up. You having a good week? Are you in good health? That's important. If you've got a good mind, I think things follow then. It's, if you're quite happy in life. Oh yeah, this feather always makes a difference for me. Being the second use, it's at its prime for me anyway. Now I have to give it to you, Hila, on that first pass, that is good slickness. Yeah, there's a nice smell. It's not in your face, it's not bang, but for me, I'm getting tea tree, mint, like a peppermint tea tree, and lavender. Nice combo. But as I say, they're good for your lavender, tea tree and stuff like that. It's good for your skin. So it's like a scent that you would associate with doing the skin very good. I should imagine something like this would be good if you have any sort of issues, maybe having spots or having something, whatever. It's really good. Very impressed for the first application. Because I can tell, because I've used a few products, you have to be quick with some, but they've come on so much. People, especially like artisans, I think like Hila puts unknown amounts of hours and knowledge and learning and testing, I suppose, into these things until they work, which is good. Don't normally do this on the first part. I'm going to try a slick. Feels. Well, Slickness is superb. That's lovely. Yeah, so it's not a strong scent. It's just nicely there, just prominent. Rub that remnants of soap back in, and that'll give us another layer for the next round in the ring. We got the sunshine outside, we've got the sunflowers inside, and life is good. Look at this. Didn't lather for long, did I? Look at this. So, whatever you're using, well, I've just said what she's using, it certainly worked. It's paid off. Absolutely fantastic. So if you're from Israel, from that area, or even if you're not, and you like natural products, vegan, and a soap that works, so far this is proof of it. And we're using a very mild razor, non-adjustable, as I say, a classic Wilkinson sword classic, and we're going to go past the 2 now across the growth. I always find with these types of razors, especially the shorter, hear that pitch? The shorter strokes are better while you're taking the lather off. No issues with overhang. Wow, it's slick. I'll give you that. Very slick. Some tallow-based soaps are not as good as this, to be fair. You know, let's put the cards on the table. Across the row. The sound, I've gone back with this. I was using a microphone in the last shave, which is a good microphone, it's professional, good sound, but I don't usually listen or watch my videos back, obviously, because I'm filming them, then I listen to them in edit, and then I put them up. But I listened in the background, I put the video on, and I don't like listening to myself as it is, but I was listening to my audio. Yeah, it's nice, but there's something to production about it. This isn't a studio, it's my bathroom. The sound you can hear may be a bit echoey, but it's what you'll hear if you were here. And I don't want to become like a studio type. You know, even though the sound is nice, some parts of it for me, it wasn't natural, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. With a camera, this camera has got good audio, well hopefully, I've never had any complaints. This is beautiful, and it's, you know, it's good, so we'll keep it at that. I may use it in future for different things, the mic, but for now we're going to stick to as it is. So sometimes I do these little things just to trial them. There was good feedback from the mic, from you good people, but listening back to it, it was a bit too, you know, it's just me in my bathroom shaving. I'm not in the studio, so it's no good overdoing the production value, should we say, for this type of thing. Here endeth the lesson of that. Right. So I hope you understand what I mean. Rub this soap now. Don't waste anything. Rub it back in. Yeah, I noticed this sort of heat, this hot summer weather. Well, I drink water, a lot of water anyway, but I can drink 2 litres in work and probably another 2 when I come home, and you feel very good for it, very good. Don't hardly have any hot drinks. I have some juice as well as the water, but it's very good for you. If you're not, I wasn't one for water, it was too boring, water. It does make a difference. It does make a difference. Right, I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to give it another swirl around. Then I'm going to go to the tap and we'll see how it does when you add a bit of water, even more water to it. So very impressed with the lather process. As I said, a very, very thin layer of water for about 5 minutes before the shave. You may not have to do that. It's something I do, especially with a new soap. I will try it without blooming, and I should imagine it'll be just as good, but it doesn't harm. Now, just a touch of water there. Holy, that's good. God, this brush feels like a badger, honestly. That is a beautiful soap. There's no, I can't feel any discomfort, any sort of allergic reactions to anything, which again I shouldn't think I would, because it's natural stuff. Look at that. Just adding a bit of water, so it does work. Should be very proud of that, Hila. Very proud. Okay, 3rd pass against the growth. That's a lovely sounder. Yeah, very clean scent, very clean and fresh scent. Cleansing, very cleansing. That's how you feel when you shave it. You feel it, I don't know, you're just cleansing the skin. If that makes sense. And again, no pressure at all. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make coming over from multi-blade cartridges to these. You know, they try and shave with the same pressure they did with a multi-blade. Big mistake. You've paid for the razor, you've paid for the blade. As long as they're both in good, if the razor's in good working order, everything's working correctly, holding the blade right, and the blade is sharp and clean, you don't need, you don't need to add any pressure. And if you're new to this and you think, well, how do I know what right angles for me? But just place it on the face. You'll feel, if you do that too much, you'll think, well, that's not right. You might do that. You think, well, no, that doesn't feel right. Just slowly alter it. And you think, oh, that's right. You'll find the natural, what works for you. And you think, well, that's the angle for me, and we'll carry on. You'll do it automatic then, after a few times. But if there's anything you ever learn from these videos is, please, no pressure on the razor. Let it do its job. Yes, it does. You know, you're not going to take it all off with one go. That's why we do 3 passes. And gently on each, and that reduces irritation. The risk of cuts, but not necessarily, as you see in my videos. There's something there. But you'll enjoy it. This has to be one of the slickest soaps. It's absolutely... I'm impressed with this soap, but the slickness just is amazing for me. That's what stands out. Lovely scent, and it's nice that it's all just wiped the thing. It's nice natural stuff, but the fact that slickness, and as you go, it's just like a... It feels like you've just applied an oil, but not greasy. It's clever, nice. Another thing I found over the years, you might see someone in a video using a soap and you think, see this lather, and you think, wow, you know, that's good, and then you get it and you think, it's terrible. It's not necessarily you, and it's not necessarily the soap, it can be your water. So I could be using soft water and your water's hard water, so some soaps work better on either, you know, so some will work better with soft water, some will work with hard water, and some will work with both. That's lovely. Very nice. You know what time it is? Amser pikovany. 3, 2, 1, it's pickup time! People outside like this. What's going on up there? I like, as you know, thick, creamy lathers, and if you can produce a lather that's thick and creamy, and you like it wet and, you know, whatever, wetter lather, well, you can bring it down. But if you can produce a thick, creamy lather like that, you know, then you're onto a winner, because as I say, you can always wet it and bring it down to what you like, but if you can create that, you're doing okay. Very nice. And you see, you know, videos, when I get a chance to watch videos, and you see in the comments of some people saying, oh, you're rinsing too often, oh, you're doing this too much, and which is fair enough, given advice. If people are asking for the advice, or they need it, or if you can obviously see something's wrong, in the shave. But if their shave is working and they haven't said it's whatever, and you see people, you're doing it wrong, there's no such thing as wrong. It's like people, as I said before, it's like they buy a book and, well, who said whoever wrote that book is right? They might be an expert in the field of whatever, razors, blades, skin, soaps. But I've said it before, if you stand on your head in the middle of a field and you've shaved and you feel good and you're happy with the shave, you haven't cut yourself, it's not dangerous, you've had a good shave, it's worked. You know, it's I think we seem to try and make everything into a order, if you like you gotta follow a, which we do in a way, we follow rules and we follow this, that and the other. Doesn't matter, the battery's low now. That's strange. But if it works, it works. Don't look too heavy into it. And don't judge people too much. It's right, isn't it? Enjoy the beauty of shaving. Right, I'm just going to put a new battery in this camera, which is strange. It was on full. That's beautiful. Oh, just a touch there. Hear it? Beautiful. Back after the battery change. Right, battery changed, and we'll just rinse off. Oh, that's lovely. Good slickness, very impressed. Nice, Emily, cheer you up. There's a bit of sunshine indoors. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Oh, that's another thing I want to tell you. Somebody keeps saying, oh, twice I've heard, here, somebody says, oh, we've got a black eye. No, there's a little black, not black, but a little patch there, little skin, which is dark there. I don't know if you can see it there. But otherwise, it's just the shadows in here, I think. Because if you can see, there's the bone. There's like a sunken bit here, which in some lights looks dark, and then somebody thinks you've been there. So no, I haven't had a black eye from Mrs. H for buying too many products. Thank you. Thayer's Unscented. Use this for a while. Beautiful. Witch hazel's good for you. Alcohol free, that one. There we go. Stays there somewhere, yeah. Alcohol free. And then, important as I say as well with moisturising creams, and if you're going out in the sun, wherever you are in the world, don't be afraid of using the sunblock, the Factor 30 I use. Sun cream, lotion, whatever you call it. And we're going to use Evin Lemon Cologne. I haven't used this for a long time, so I fancied in this hot weather some lemon. Yeah, lemon cologne, very nice. There we go. That one's for you. And then I'm going to use this Palmas coconut oil formula body lotion, and it's as you'd expect, coconut scented. Good stuff. Very good stuff. You don't need a lot of it. So there we go. It's very slick, that stuff. Okay, so we'll recap and I'll let you get on with your week, and hope that week is a good one. It contains, in some part of it, some damn good shaves. So we've used the Wilkinson Sword Classic non-adjustable 2-piece razor. As it says on the tin, does the job. We've used a feather, which is the second use, sharp blade. Always works better for me in aggressive blades. Sharp blades work well in a mild razor for me. And as I've said before, with the likes of the feather, we get after the first use, I mean it's okay in the first use, but after the first use, the second and third seem to be their peak performance for me. Then we've used the Semogue 820 Boar brush, very nice brush. As I say, the more you use these, the more badger-like they become. We've used this fantastic soap, very impressed with this. As I say, I'll put a link to the Etsy shop and to her YouTube channel, and you can see her process. She does face soaps, bath soaps, and I must say some of those look absolutely beautiful, marbling effects. And so thank you, Hila, and good luck. That is very nice, forest fresh, very cleansing and very fresh scented soap, using natural products, and it's a vegan soap, so worked a treat. Lathering was easy, it stayed on. That was one thing I was worried about, not using tallow. And Slickness. Slickness is one of the best I've used for a vegan soap, especially. Wow, just it's like an oil, just fantastic. As I say, lathered up quick, good slickness, lovely scent, very subtle, but for me, lavender, peppermint and tea tree, and you mix them up. It was very nice. What else have we used? We rinsed off with water, we changed the battery, and I'm sorry about that, thank you very much. We'll have a word with this camera after. Thayer's Unscented Witch Hazel. Then we added Evin Lemon Cologne, just fancied lemon today, and then put the goodness back in with this stuff. I like that. So there we go. And that's it. I'll leave you in peace. So Hila from Tel Aviv, Israel, thank you very much, and have a great rest of the week. I'll be using Mitchell's wool fat on Sunday, that brown box next to the Parasso, made in England. And then after that I've got new soaps which have arrived to use, and I think there's some more on the way as well, so we'll be using them. Honest opinions, these are not, well, they are sort of reviews, I'm reviewing them, but I'm using them for me, if you know what I mean, and I'm just being honest. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But majority, especially artisans, do work. But anyway, enough of that, let them go, Paul. Okay, have a great week, stay in good health, happy, positive, good shaves, and I'll see you on Sunday for the weekend shave. You take care.